Hello, my wonderful friends. You are welcome once again to Buchi Online Maths. In this question, we are asked to solve the quadratic equation using completing square method, and that we should leave our answer in short form. To solve this question, we have x raised to the power 2 minus 4x plus 2 equals 0. So since we are using completing square method, what we need to do is to move this plus 2, which is the constant, to the right hand side. So this will become x raised to the power 2 minus 4x equals, moving plus 2 to the right hand side, we change the sign to negative. So we have negative 2. That's the first step we have to take. Now, second step we have to take is minus 4 is the coefficient of x. We are going to divide it by 2, square it, and add it to both sides of this equation. How do I mean? Minus 4, which is the coefficient of x, will be divided by 2. Okay, that's half of it. Then we are going to square it and add it to both this side and this other side. That is how to solve it. Okay, so this will be x raised to the power 2 minus 4x, then plus, we are bringing this now, minus 4 over 2 raised to the power 2, okay, equals, to this other side, we still do the same thing, okay? So this will be minus 2 plus, in bracket again, we have minus 4 over 2, all raised to the power 2. Okay, so this is how to solve quadratic equation using completing the square method. Okay, let's continue. We have x squared minus 4x. 2 divided minus 4 is minus 2. Minus 2 raised to the power 2 will give us plus 4 equals minus 2 plus 4, because this and this will give us the same thing. Okay, now having done this, next step you are going to take is, when you look at the left-hand side of this equation, we have quadratic equation. We have x squared minus 4x plus 4. And we have to factorize this so that we can get the factors of this. Now to do that, this is the constant, plus 4, while minus 4 is the coefficient of x. So we look for two factors of the constant, which is plus 4, two factors of 4. We make sure that when we multiply the two factors, they will give us plus 4. And when we add the two factors, they will give us minus 4. The factors that can give us that are 2 and 2. You know, when we multiply 2 by 2, it will give us plus 4. But when we add 2 to 2, it will give us plus 4 as well. Rather, we are looking for minus 4. So if we add negative here and add negative here, it becomes minus 2 times minus 2, which is plus 4. And minus 2 plus minus 2 will give us minus 4. Okay? So the factors are minus 2 and minus 2. So we are going to use minus 2 and minus 2 to factorize the left-hand side. So let's open two brackets. That is how we normally do it. Open two brackets. Since x is squared, that means x will appear in the first bracket and also appear in the second bracket. Then the first factor is minus 2, second factor is minus 2. Okay, this is how to factorize quadratic equation. Everything equals minus 2 plus 4 will simply give us plus 2. Okay, having done this now, look at these two brackets, they contain the same thing. That means we can write it as x minus 2 raised to power 2. Yes, because since both of them are the same, we can write it like this, equals 2. Next thing we have to do is to make sure we eliminate the square. And how to eliminate square is to take the square root of both sides of this equation. So we are going to take the square root of this side, and we take the square root of 2. But when we take the square root of 2, the square root of 2 will become plus or minus 2. That is how it is. Square root of 2 is always negative or positive. Okay, so square, we cancel square roots. We now have x minus 2 equals plus or minus square root of 2. Okay, at this point now, we are going to consider the value of x when it is positive and the value of x when it is what? Negative. Remember, we are asked to leave our answer in short form. Root 2 is a short, okay? That means root 2 must appear in our final answer. Okay, so let's move minus 2 to the right-hand side. It becomes x equals, remember this is minus, crossing over will become plus. So we have 2 plus or minus root 2. Now, to get our answer, when x is positive, x will be equals 2 plus root 2. This is the first answer because we are asked to leave it in short form. So this is the answer in short form when x is positive. And when x is negative, we will have, let's continue from here. When x is negative, we will have x equals 2. We now use negative instead of plus, minus square root of 2. So this is the second value of x when x is negative. And by so doing, we've been able to answer this question. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget this tutorial was brought to you by Buchi Online Maths. If you haven't followed me, please do so. Kindly follow my page and like my page. Share this video and like the video as well. Make sure you drop your comment. In case you have any question to ask, drop your comment. I will answer you. And do not forget, if you want me to teach you privately, I run a private online tutorial. Please contact me through my phone number. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.